Hello everyone and welcome back to another Facebook Live. We actually have a patient release to share with you all. You guys all probably tuned in this morning for our hatchling release, so I'm very excited to be back at release. And so, as always, Link is a nonprofit organization and we do have a 3-tier mission. We focus on education, rehabilitation, and conservation of all sea turtle species. In the bay, in the mudflats actually, we're going to be releasing 2 Atlantic green sea turtle patients. Now we are hosting public hatchling releases when we can and public patient releases when we can, but we're going out into the bay and it's not really safe for the public to just wade out here. And so when we have beach releases, we will advertise those to you all so you can join us. But for now, we're out here with our staff and volunteers. We're very excited to be releasing 2 patients. It's been a great day here at Sea Turtling. Started the morning with the hatchling release, then we were open to the public, had a lot of wonderful presentations and education at the facility, and here we are now kind of rounding out our mission with our rehabilitation by releasing 2 patients. So these 2 patients are juvenile Atlantic green sea turtles. This is the species and age group that we most commonly encounter in our hospital. And that's actually because of the bay that we are in. This is the Laguna Madre. It's a very special system. It's pretty big, but it's shallow, which is important because sunlight can reach the bottom, causes a ton of seagrass to grow. And juvenile Atlantic green sea turtles love seagrass. And so we are actually walking out until we find the seagrass beds where we release our patients. That way, as soon as they're released, they'll have a snack right in front of them if they want to enjoy it. Sometimes we actually have patients that instead of swimming away, they'll just kind of hang out and munch on that seagrass, which is pretty cute. See, lots of you are tuning in. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ruby from Florida. Sandra from Mexico City. I'm seeing New York, Colorado, Texas. Hi, Dad. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kansas, West Palm Beach, Michigan. This is awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We don't typically have 2 releases in one day, so it's been a pretty epic day here for Sea Turtling. I'll kind of give you an idea of what it looks like out here. It's actually raining a little bit, so we're getting a little wet, but that's okay because we're already walking in the bay. If you all have any questions about our facility or our hospital, please let me know. As I said before, we're basically just walking out until we reach the seagrass beds, so it's not too deep, but we want to make sure we reach the seagrass beds so that way they just kind of go out into the bay instead of back towards the land where we came from. Hello from Russia, Laguna Vista, from Austin. Thank you all so much. So we want to make sure we walk out. And here we have our 2 patients. So we have Hannah and Will here releasing our 2 patients. We're very excited. They're actually both found by Will stranded on our island. So if you guys are ready. Well wishes to these 2. It's Grogue and Spruce that we have here. So if any of you adopted or sponsored any of these patients, thank you so much for doing that. They are now getting to return back to the wild. Actually, one of them is doing exactly what I said they do before, which is literally eating the seagrass. This is Grogue. So, as you see, immediately upon release, he's munching. And then actually, Spruce is right back there hanging out also. Very adorable. Seems to be very at home here. This doesn't happen often, so when it does, it's a very nice treat. He looks very cozy as well. And there goes Spruce back there. Hello from Minnesota. Watching from San Antonio, Chicago, Kentucky. Oh, he's really just hanging out here. This is pretty great. It doesn't really get better than this, folks. Of course, here at Sea Turtle Lake, our mission is to rescue, rehabilitate, and release these patients. And release is always my favorite part. But this is extra heartwarming as he's enjoying his first meal back in the ocean. It's kind of hard to see because of the water dripping on the surface, but he really is munching on that seagrass. So we have a few types of grasses out here in our bay. We've got turtle grass. We also have some seaweed out here as well that they're able to munch on. He's really just hanging out. We'll see if he maybe decides to swim on, but he's still in that same spot. It looks very cozy. This seagrass is actually really soft if you guys have ever walked out into the bay. Marlo asked if they travel in pairs. They actually do not. Sea turtles are solitary animals. Oh, there he goes. Looks like he's coming up for a breath after all that munching. Oh, and it looks like he still wants to munch on some more seagrass over there. Very adorable. It's kind of hard to see, but you can, if you look right there, there's sort of a brown shadow. That is Grogue. Oh, there he is. Oh, it looks like he's starting to swim over that way. Everyone say bye to Grogue. We will miss you. Wow, that was pretty special. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I see Tracy asked how long have they been in rehabilitation. I believe they both stranded in April. So average stay for patients is just a few months. It really depends on their injuries. But for these two, they weren't here too long. Nothing severe. See someone tuning in from Canada. Thank you all so much. Waiting to see if any of them pop their little heads up for a last breath. A goodbye breath. We call it a goodbye breath as it's kind of the last thing we see before our patients go out. All right, well, that kind of wraps up this release. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you want to learn more about our organization, our website is seaturtleinc.org. You can also go on there if you want to sponsor or adopt any hatchlings, patients, nests, anything like that. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed this release. Thank you.